Well, I got the top coat on this, and it's basically all finished. Might do a little bit more buffing on it just to get it shiny and pretty. But now what I want to do is go ahead and set the snap. Now the knife fits in pretty darn good. Basically it just drops in, but once you give it a little squeeze like that, it's in place. It doesn't rattle around, and even without the flap down, it won't fall out. But to get it back out doesn't take much. I got my little 2-finger spacing there, and when I make something like this, I like to make it like at least so you can get a hold of it with 2 fingers and yank it out. But now it's time to go ahead and set that snap, so I'll put that back in. I got one part of the snap here, and I need to put the other part of the snap up there. I got the bits for it right here, and my snap setter. Wait, let me take it out of there. It's just a little anvil and a little setting tool. Well, first I got my little hole punching tool, so I can punch the hole and figure out where it goes. I'll just take the flap, fold it over, pull it snug, make sure it looks good from the front, and push on it. And that'll leave an impression on the inside of where this part is. And I'll just take my little hole punch. Now you can use a rotary, one of those rotary punches for this, but since my hands don't work exactly as well as they used to, I find that it's easier for me to just get a punch set like this. And there we go. We got a hole in it. Okay, this is part of a punch set, and I got a set for small punches. Has different sized bits that fit onto the handle. I have another one for larger holes, and another one for oblong holes. Now there are certain sizes that I use frequently, and for that, I get these kind of punches. Like when I'm cutting belt loops or belt slots in a holster or something. Excuse me. Like on this here, I'll just punch a hole on the ends and connect the 2 holes. That way I can make my belt slots pretty much any size I want. I did get a slot cutter, but I wasn't very happy with it, and I rarely use it. Anyway, now that I got that hole punched, this part goes here. Let me show you better. This part, which has a little cap on it, goes on this side, and this other part, see, goes on that side. Make sure it's lined up with my little anvil. Actually, I'm going to move this out of the way, and so I have a good solid surface underneath. I'll put it on my granite. That out. Put that in there. That in there. Take my setting tool. And this is why I want a good solid surface. Because the idea is you bend one side of it over, and that side holds it all together. So let's go ahead and try this now. And there you go. The knife sheath basically right now is finished. Flap snaps over it, covers it, protects it. But when you need to use the knife, like I said before, it's not exactly a quick draw knife sheath, but that's not what was needed. is a left-handed knife sheath that'll carry the knife comfortably on your belt, on the belt loop there. And when you need it, just unsnap it, and you got your knife. Now to put it back is no struggle. You can just basically drop it, give it a little push, snap the cover. Anyway, I'm going to give this thing a day or two to dry completely. I'm going to buff on it here and there and pick at it. There we go. Make sure it's good and party. And then we're going to pack it up. Off it goes. And we're off to the next project. And we'll see you then. There you go. Let's get a thumbnail. How's that? All right. See you when we start our next project.